afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast. I'm your host, Imperial Dane. We're off here to a bastardly 2 versus 2 on Sam Rusky Winter. Yes, indeed, a 2 versus 2. We shall be watching the Germans with Frank Sinatra somehow, and the very awkwardly named Redmenace fighting for Germany, for the Reich, taking on here the positions of the 2nd Panzer Division, facing off against Kyouma and Chuck Norris from RTN, fighting for the United States, fighting for the 2nd Armored Division. Both forces here clashing in contest of a small village of intermediate strategic value. And we all here knowing here Chuck Norris is going straight on for mechanized, so he has access to that. Kyouma with infantry. Redmenace has access to Luftwaffe supply, fortified armor and spearhead. And we are seeing breakthrough right off the bat here for Frank Sinatra. A straight rush here for the fuel there, and likely also in the north as well. Lots of infantry that way. MG-42s and Pioneers sort of sneaking out here for Redmenace. But back to Chuck Norris. Going very early there for the Dodge truck there. Rolling ahead in his automobile. Quick attempt there at getting back to the fuel pump, but quickly there with the racial launcher getting to build it, but there goes. Jump in, it's coming up from south. MG-42 covering everything north of the Falklands, holding up there as well. And there we go, rapid tanks in support are quickly stopped there by rapid German fire. Meanwhile, the US troops are going this jump and hitting up by the house as well. Though they rather should have stuck to the front here, but there's only 2 windows. In fact, also a bit harder to sort of rifle to cover from there, so that was a bit of a poor decision there by Frank Sinatra. And now his jump on his, there we go, forced away. Racial troop barely held on though. Down to 2 men, Larry and Tom get out of there. And the up north Canadian squad here out from Redmenace, immediately step on here by the Dodge Menace. And rather test through the Grenadiers rather rapidly there. He's a bit too slow to react. And the result is a unit wiped out there by Chuck Norris's troops. Rough nailing at MG-42 going into cover. I mean, seems like they're rather giving up the left-hand side, focusing for the southern fuel point here, and the Americans doing their best to sort of basically keep them off there. Kyouma sacrificing many men, much blood in an attempt to keep the Krauts off the fuel. With a Kubelwagen there arriving for Frank Sinatra. Meanwhile, there the Dodge trucks head into attack from another side. There's nothing to really cover up against it. Already here things will get a bit ugly, and there you go, just charging in. The only thing that could have made it worse if they had, say, some with a Browning automatic in it. There you go, a bit of machine gun fire, MP40 fire, and other such things. Ultimately forced back the Dodge truck here. Pioneers. Other such thing, and there you go, mortar cross will fire, not reaching much though. There we go though, nice hit. And in the meanwhile, rifle squad here getting, oh, just an absolute massacre there for Kyouma's troops. They still managed to keep all the Krauts there from the field for quite some time, pushing in from the north there, rifle holding up. Stuart Pioneers closing, but they're already in a rather poor state there for Frank Sinatra. The mortar, of course, doing what they can to keep killing. And there you go, the Stuart Pioneers were wiped out with no chance of reprieve or survival. Grenadiers moving in there. Looks like some fresh infantry has arrived. He needs to get his rest of his troops forwards there. Noting here, by the way, nicely positioned here. Battle group headquarters, by the way, sort of reasonably closer, can sort of heal both sides there. Good job, good job. Will allow the Wehrmacht player to sort of focus munitions on machine guns and the likes. Or mines. Mines are also good, and there go troops suppressed in front of a Granatenwerfer. That's definitely begging for a mortaring. Almost got the Kubelwagen there. The engine's on fire. Dietz has got a bit there of a cough thanks to all the fumes. And Heinz can't see where it's going. So, where are we going? Yes, we are moving towards enemy. Yeah, not away for repair and safety. Good. I hate moving away from the enemy. Well, the MG-42 they're coming to Falklands. The Falklands are not exactly having the time of their day or life. That's rather than continue to fire into them. There we go, they managed to stop them, suppress them. Points are going to be contested. Germans themselves are being nicely contained here by Chuck Norris. And rapidly setting up a fuel cache. No, a munitions cache now. That's a very interesting thing to go for there early on. Could be he might have been planning something with a bazooka or some Brownings, and there we go. Kyouma's lieutenant is out. And a quick rifleman sneaking up there against this building. Although it's starting to look a little less safe there. A nice mortar round through the roof has a tendency of doing that, though. And there you go, the lieutenant and friends are under now Granatenwerfer fire here. German mortar crews were known for actually being quite well trained and quite a menace. And I suspect a large amount of the kills and wounded actually came from German mortars. In several engagements. A Panzer Fusilier out here arriving for Frank Sinatra. Kein Sturmoffizier, so. Kein Sturmoffizier. And there you go, Panzer flying at the right. Lieutenant here trying to sort of sneak about and avoid some fun engagements. Mortars there continuing to blast away. Points up now being secured as well. And there you go, the Kühlwagen arriving to deal with the lieutenant and his friends. Or there rather seems like the lieutenant's missing, and the rest just keep pretending, you know, yeah, he's the lieutenant up there. Why is he wearing private marks? I don't know. Anyway, right from here, engaging this Panzer, but already up a bit too close. The Panzer is quickly dispatched him with haste. And here, right from getting a bit too close as well. Not great for the grenadiers here. Mortar continues to far away, continues to be a massive menace here to the Americans, so that's part of the menace name anyways. MG4 turning up here, they're holding on just because the fuel. I'm noting a second fuel cache up here. Chuck Norris has been plunking down several caches to support the US advance here. And there we go, the lieutenant is very much on the run from the gun of the Panzer Fusilier. And there you go, a half-tech pulls up with a larger set of guns that might convince the Krauts to get elsewhere. And there you go, just large forcing, there we go. Chuck Norris, in fact, changing all that munitions into some heavy BAR action. Browning automatic rifle. Kühlwagen moving up, but the Kühlwagen might have to admit it's going to be a bit in a sorry state here. Good bit of firing there, going for the northern field pipe, the Germans, but looks like a rear echelon troops force away. And there we go, also noting a fighting position going up so far, holding up there with a rifle grenade launcher. And maybe set up there for the 50 cal position. Captain moving up support here from Chuck Norris. MG42 firing away, not really doing much there against it. They're stopping the captain and his crew in the process. Sort of large action here. Most of the fighting so far has been rather from both sides towards here. The Germans have been desperately trying to get it. The Americans have been desperately trying to keep that happening with a smaller amount of effort here from Chuck Norris towards the flank. Overall, nothing unsurprising there. And there you go with the infantry, by the way. He could now get Brownings for his men. He's also got tons of munitions to well equip a lot of his riflemen with Brownings. Panzer's moving in, clear for the fleet. And there you go, the Kühlwagen finally went down in a plume of smoke, dirt, and Heinz. Forces rapidly advancing again. Enough. This is not. Oh, there we go. He's actually upgrading there with a 50 cal position. Germans having slightly repulsed the American invaders in the south and make an invasion of their own there. And there you go. We're actually attempting setting up S-mine fields. Lovely, but Chuck Norris's stalwart riflemen already have this area sighted there with a BAR, and the A-half-tick is also picked to make a presence once more known. Incendiary armor piece could be used on this MG42 track to tear through it, if he so fancies it, but at the same time he's already getting suppressed here, so Redmenace might want to consider getting the MG42 out of there before it ends up into a dead menace. And there we go, very much dead. Panzer Fusiliers there for the fleet doing what they can, but will it be enough? Betty 2 and the Granatenwerfer crew might want to get out of there, they're getting attacked from several sides. The assault pushes into the village, although they might manage to get back the left side, that's something. And a pack 40 up here as well, a Granatenwerfer. LMG up here going for the Grenadiers. Right, Grenadiers need to fall back though before they get murdered. A half-truck getting ready to stop the American advance, but Granatenwerfer moving up as well. And quickly setting up in the church for the Browning. They're about to get wiped out. The Germans are taking one hell of a beating here as the American assault continues relentlessly. Noting an anti-tank gun there. He could consider actually adding in a howitzer. Sort of further push the American agenda. Over here to Redmenace. His forces looking a bit low on infantry. In fact, looking pretty much low on body count. If you look at the squads. Adding a second MG42. I think more infantry sort of push back the Americans would be of more help. And a slightly reckless assault there from Frank Sinatra. Also noting fortified armor has been chosen. Now that's definitely not what I'm expecting. Might have expected spearhead or maybe Luftwaffe supply. I mean, it's a few crates of medical supplies or some incendiary bombing non-stop. Could have been done the well. And there go 50 cal, take up position in the cemetery. Southern part, anti-tank gun moving in as well through the ruins. And the captain here doing what a captain does best, which is kill people. And noting here a mechanized group there has arrived. And this half-track here, the American M3, apparently also known as a Gypsy Caravan, just how the Americans tend to basically adding a lot of loot and attaching it to it. So there we go, with some assault and use, also upgrade flamethrowers, so a bit of a flamethrower half-track combo there for Chuck Norris. Fun to see that. Ragnar not holding up too well there. German assault going in there, mortar rounds, flamethrowers, light machine guns. And there we go, the building collapses. It turned into a tomb of 5 riflemen. Meanwhile there, Lieutenant moving forwards, only to see his comrades dead inside the building. Chucks a grenade in rage, killing some of his own guys. Not really well done there, Larry. 50 cal holding up things. Their southern position being held up suddenly as well. Half-tech covering up things there. The Germans are very much contained right now. This is not looking good for the 2nd Panzer Division. This assault really has stalled rather heavily and not very handsomely. Flak half-track opening what coming fire it can. Infanterie should soldiers up there, so a bit of further artillery here being provided by the Reich. An attempt to push back the Amerikaner and ensure that doesn't end up a lot more German tombstones in this cemetery. And there you go, the flak half-track, or the AA half-track went down there. Bursting into flames, fuel catching up with recruit, and 50 cal could go down here. Felt luck could go down here, but they're not careful. And there we go, the half-track is around. Though so far hasn't really managed much. Browning's here for Kyouma. Panzer looking at the building, they're getting rather close, and there we go, quick grenade. Can they clear out the Krauts? And there we go, slightly. And there go the Americans, step making inside. A cheeky move there, though might end up as a rather dead move if they're not careful, since they're down to 1 man now. More Krauts are arriving, need to get out, vacate the premises. And there you go, we got the half-track moving in there, 50 caliber, submachine guns, flamethrowers. The soldiers getting off a few kills there, but already the half-track's taking a bit of damage. Veggie 2 on the MG42. Not looking good here for Dieter and Dennis. Now the Pack 40 in the way here for Redmenace. He could have just repaired the critical and then pulled it away. Bit of failure then, we do see Panzerfaust. More 50 caliber fire, more flamethrower fire, well actual fire. Oh, I can't remember getting close here. Trying to get that half-track out of this rather half-tracked mess. There we go, kaboom. No salvation. Once more, the German force is on the advance, but can it make some proper progress this time around? Mortar lighted infantry ships bombarding away. The lieutenant illuminated by the fire of his dead comrades. More grenades going off here, more men almost wiped out. Even the rear echelon troops here find themselves with some heavy machine gunnage. And there we got Obersoldaten kicking back the front with the steel-toed jackboot here. Mortar rounds going in, infantry ships firing away. MG42 coming the entire thing, they're going in to take it, it's going to have to be forced away. Apparently the mortar round struck the telephone pole. Rather nice engagement. There you go. The anti-tank gun was cleared out. Northern Territories also being secured, and we're popping over here to Frank Sinatra. More orbital done on survey. Still no sign of the Sturmoffizier. Fuel point about to be lost again for the umpteenth time. And there we go. One truck wiped out. Rather brutal fighting here. The village streets are already choked with death and dead bodies, mostly the dead bodies. 50 caliber hold up in a small southern farmhouse is finding itself the target of attention for several German light artillery pieces. And a quick smoke grenade there to sort of cover things up. Good job there, good use of smoke. Good use of smoke. Too bad German artillery doesn't care much about that. And there you go, an M8 Scotland ramming here for Kyouma. Blasting away against the Krauts. Bit of resources here. So far no sign of taking up further from Redmenace. Oh, what is this? Befehlspanzer has arrived. Vorwärts, Befehlspanzer. Vorwärts. Panzer Fusiliers first making their way forwards. Major sitting at a 4th position here, but that's rather turning into a majorly bad idea. And there got another quick grenade here. Also, lack of an ambulance to really make it any sort of worthwhile. In fact, several majors sitting up positions at the front line, without having to worry necessarily about any kind of command overlap. Sherman charging in from truck nose, going to hit the flank. Good job there. Again, they'll also protect the fuel point. Looks like house rounds might be in play here, in which case the grenadiers are pretty. Oh, well, fuck. But apparently the 50 caliber certainly did the job there. MD42 left behind, taking orbital dive, needing larger force pushing forward here. The captain support by some assault engineers rather fails in the face of rather a lot of bullets. The Sherman though strikes back heroically. And the orbital dive find themselves pushed off. Looks like he's not going to recruit the anti-tank and he's just going to wreck it. A bit of a shame there, but I suppose that's that. Kenmouth about to get knocked out. You do see that the flak position here managed to get off a nice few shots on the rear armour of the Sherman. Not quite as strong. And in the meanwhile, got the anti-tank in here, firing away with sabot rounds there versus the flak. But then there goes the Sherman, went down. Apparently somehow the flak half-tank managed a good shot there. But now the Panzer Fusiliers might launch a counter-attack, clearing out the anti-tank and securing it for the Reich. Meanwhile the Panzer IV command tank is about to get knocked out. No, a shot failed to penetrate. That was lucky. I mean, that thing is barely working as it is. Artillery going down here, the Panzer IV drives straight through it. Blitzkrieg its way through the red smoke and the artillery, which the anti-tank and the MD crew sadly doesn't quite have the choice of doing so. And somehow, Friedrich managed to survive, although with both eardrums burst. But that was rather bloody close there. That could have been a rather blown up Befehlspanzer, which would have then to command from hell. But the Germans sort of managed to strike back again. And noting here, veterans is free on the Granaten. We have already, that's definitely going to be of quite some support there, alongside the Infanteriegeschütz. Assault units pushing forward. Assault units were slightly more specialist units within the American army, not quite like the Pioneers, which were basically all, you know, assault troops. The Americans rather had more specialized forces for that, whereas the regular engineers were basically just engineers, not really meant for combat specifically. So a bit of difference there. And the M8 Scots, they're blasting away. Ambulance set up forwards here. Both players, by the way, sitting up closer to the ambulance. All was done here is just really tearing through them. Looks like Browning's been left behind there, including also the LMG-42. There are a lot of weapons in fact left behind. Panzer Fusiliers up here getting absolutely shredded. Not good. No further pressure up here. I mean, there's a good chance of really taking back some territory, drawing in the fascists away from that into there as well. But again, most of the pressure is really towards this fuel point. I mean, the Germans seem to have largely given up here, which again, pretty much focus all of them. And the more fuel they can deny to the Germans, in particular, to the Oberkommando West, the better. There you go, some re-echelon troops for the BAR and a Browning light machine gun now. And then encountering rather some upset Germans with a light machine gun, though. That did not last very long. The Panzer moving up once more. Shooting away with his high explosive shells. Sprenggranate. Seemingly hit well, alright. Gunners are getting straight in with their own MD-42. Heavy loss there around that fuel point. That's really seeing some heavy congestion. And this small island is going to be covered in corpses at this rate. And finally, do see a Panther on the way here by the 20-minute mark for Frank Sinatra. And just as that happens, we're about to pop back to Chuck Norris here with a fresh Sherman. Artillery also available. You can almost call in another half-track assault group as well if you wanted. And charging, guns and flamethrowers blazing. Well, mostly the flamethrower actually blazing. Well, maybe a few Germans getting caught by it. There we go, the Tommy Cooker here engaging the Krauts. False goes with orbital and support moving in. We got the infantry nicely out on the ice. Veterans in 2. Head on assault. And missing a fuel cache up there. I think that's actually a very bad position there for fuel cache. I mean, you should choose this point or this point. Either of those would be noticeably safer. So I'm not totally sure why places one there right in front of the enemy. That honestly is a bit of a mystery for me right there. And of course the mortar crews now also very exposed to be loose. Ow, scheiße. That was the mortar crew. Artillery going in as well. Zurückfahren, Leute, Artillerie! Und das wär's nicht uns. So. There we go. Anti-tank gun racked as well. Absolutely devastating blow there. Interesting enough, he's not using the command tanks to clear out this position, by the way. But what is this? Panther has arrived, but on the ice. Sherman's pushing forwards here. And there you go. Large army engaged with active 2 Shermans, so there's 1 Panther, 1 command tank, and there you go. Panther getting off a good hit there. Command tank also getting off a few good hits on the retreating Shermans. Already here the armoured assault from the 2nd Army has failed in the face of the 2nd Panzer Division. Bit of smoke there. The Shermans can of course also send off smoke though. That requires a bit more targeting. Once more the Panzer IV makes it out there just barely. Chuck Norris's forces, by the way, are looking rather grim. He's barely got any infantry alive. You might want to also get some more Brownings as opposed to the riflemen, or at least some more riflemen overall. Jackson on the way, the M36 Jackson. Maybe his tank saw the Americans had. Rather heavy fighting over the victory point, not looking a bit good there for the Germans. There you go, nice Panzerfaust before then resulting in a full retreat there. Panther moves up again. Panzer Fusilier supporting the push. Most of the fighting against them basically joined towards the centre now. It's basically more of a slug out there. Less maneuvering on the flanks and the angles. I mean, there's really a good choice of the chance for the Germans to really sort of do some damage to the American economy if they were to push up the left flank just a bit. But they're a bit too concerned here with the centre, not just basically slugging out that way, which is not necessarily to their advantage. I mean, if that was really the intention, they should have won them with a Pack 43 around here. Well, Pack 40 here getting off some good hits though. And gaining veterans who won. Deutschland. Well, a lot of weapons basically got on. We got bazooka there. We've got a Browning light machine gun there. And we've got an MG34, LMG34 there. Good lord. So many weapons just dropped around like they was bloody candies. Except most candies don't fire 900 rounds per minute, I believe. Though I might be wrong there.
Ready. Go ahead.
And note, by the way, veterans, if free major can actually lock down, so they can't really get this back. So for example, so it's set around here the victory point. For example, the opponent will have to get rid of their major to secure it, and so on. Really some nasty fighting here. Germans pushing forward again to the victory point. No weapons are being picked up. Nice shot, and then the Volks is almost wiping the entire unit. Volks is down south taking it. And why is the ambulance driving around like that? Apparently the driver got a bit lost. Wondering if this is the way to Berlin. Also, a lot of wreckage here that Mr. Frank Sinatra could actually salvage. Popping over here to Kyouma. No mid-game analysis. This is a bit of a longer match, so nothing on that. And ooh, a pre-self-propelled howitzer has arrived here for Kyouma, ready to deliver quite the sermon. Sherman versus Panther. The age-old rivalry, which usually ends up with a Panther on fire. Usually, but not always. There you go, got the howitzer firing. Captaining forwards, Jackson moving in as well. And there you go, nice hit there on the Panther command tower. This nearby, so that doesn't affect each other, never mind. Right, moving forward, still strike going in there. Fuel cache down, and someone couldn't see and blew up. Looks like that was the Scot. Burst into flames. Looks like they... yes, no. Looks like an assault party is going back at the same time. We do see a counterattack force going to Chuck Norris, as shown with a 50 caliber on top. Just is about to clear that. What a rotten luck. And I'm sure Chuck Norris is not complaining. And what's this? An elephant tank destroyer. Hardly something I can ever recommend, in particular onto Moscow, considering the overall terrain of the layout of the village really minimizes the effect the elephant can have. And still, no one's been really picking up. Well, it looks like someone grabbed bazooka though. That's something, and apparently then someone dropped a Browning there instead. Ooh, there we go, picking up some guns. Now the Panzers do have a lot more firepower to direct versus the Amerikaner. Meanwhile, the Sherman catches up Northern Ruck, taking on here the MT in the building. That's one machine gun nest out of commission. There we go. Have the Panzer command tank moving in to try and save the day here. NG-42 not being pulled back until it's way too late there by the Redmenace. Jackson knocked out. Looks like the elephant has actually scored that kill. I suppose that's nice. Infanteriegeschützen, well, practically thin ice needs to get off it before it sinks. And there you go, the Kettenwerfer crew did not make it. Dragged below. Overall, the force are looking pretty bad. Ambulances hanging around there like a small field hospital, except there's nothing really else there but the ambulances. There you go, good hit on the Panzer IV command tank, but anti-tank got cleared out in the very same moment. Finding some more progress up north, that's about time. Since the Germans aren't doing anything, at least the Americans can do it. Command tank once more in need of some serious repairs, so you can once more strike down the enemies of the Third Reich. And no one's still picking up that MD-34. I mean, I'd imagine as soon as you saw that, you'd want that, because so far the enemy unit has these orbs now. Of course, they perform excellently with it, so I mean, anyone that gets it is going to be pretty mean, in particular Volksgunners, and that's why the Americans would want it, to ensure the Volksgrenadiers don't get it. Because virtually 5 Volksgunners with an MG-34 from the orbs are absolutely insane. Put a bit of PCS fault upon the battlefield. Tanks are getting repaired. Fixed up there. And someone sending an elephant tank to try to deal with some re-echelon troops. Talk about sending in the wrong thing. The elephant wasn't exactly designed with shooting up guys in mind. But there you go, Panther strikes. Could easily get closer to the Major and gut him. Meanwhile, now the assault taking up here the south again. You can see the continued perseverance of the fuel point again, the continued efforts to deny the Germans fuel, although it rather looks like here Frank Sinatra get himself another Panther. Panther 4 taking quite a hammering there. Could go down there. Large Sherman assault, 3 Shermans on the move. Panther 4 command tank almost down, pulling back here. Panther moving in. And we got some orbital done here with a Panzer as well. Public smoke here on the Befehl Panzer pack. 40 veterans, 3 setting up here. Sherman taking hits. Infanterie just got cleared out. Infantry Captain Sherman just marching forward. The anti-tanker could follow up, but isn't. Oh, come on. Chuck Norris, get it up. Over to Redmenace. His command tank once more escaping to live another day. Panther getting SU2. Artillery going here in German positions. Smoke being laid down here, likely by the Sherman to his help to escape the clutches of the Third Reich. And there you go. Panther just tries to forge into armor piercing routes needed here. Bit too late though. And there you go. SU2 for the anti-tank gun. Oh, if only Twist your time, except he might not have the munitions. Oh, never mind, he does. So that's a bit of a missed opportunity, I think, to get the Panther. Had he switched your time, I'm pretty sure that Panther would have been blown up. Instead, he managed to escape here and live to see another day alongside the Panzer 4. Veteran 3 for the MG42 there, stopping up with rear echelon assault there. Decked out in machine guns. Panther takes one hurt there from the anti-tank with arm piercing rounds. Sherman moving in there, right in front of everything. Needs to get out of there. No, not to worry, the Elephant, as usual, doesn't hit anything. Lots of shot there, bouncing off the thick frontal armour. And the Pioneers burst into flames, trying to repair the Panzer 4. Losses are increasing here for Redmenace. Fast into the assault going in from the flank. No one still probably picked up on the MG34. Sherman getting repaired, needs to recruit. No! The Germans cleared out the tank crew, and they quickly make a grab. They're adding a Panzer to their numbers. So a Sherman and a second Panther hold the ranks of 3 tanks here for Frank Sinatra. Anti-tank got caught right off guard. This is rather bad here for the Americans. They rather spent a bit too much and also made a few mistakes there. Oh, he could lose the anti-tank gun. There we go, cleared out. Victory points are very much. Oh, one direct hit there wipes out the Panzer Grenadiers with no chance of reprieve. And the victory points just continue to drain out. Need taking out. Elephant bolts are being forced forwards here. Sherman here, Veteran 2-1, almost knocked out. Tank destroyer moving in. Artillery, Veteran 5, Panzer Fusiliers, Panther covering it all. This is crazy. There you go, Veteran 2. More armor piercing saber rounds there. Almost got in the jacks. Set Panther. Almost got it. No, but the Sherman goes down. And there we go. Panther abandoned. Destroyed engine. Panther abandoned. A tragic loss there of resources as a Reich. Another command tank arriving. Veteran G1 for the Elephant, opening up here for target weak point. Sherman doing what he can with the Jacksons, moving straight at it. Nice rearmor hit there. But no survivors there as the ammunition cooks off, killing everybody inside and crushes the Pioneers doing so. Ah, scheiße, that Jackson is evil, but it's about to get its due punishment. And kaput. No one still secured the Panther here, although it's going to be a bit difficult to cover. Although the Americans do have the unique opportunity of actually doing it best. I'm just actually going to briefly explain why, because again, you know, if they can say, you know, get up some assault units or rear echelon crews, or actually tank crews, to do it, they could quickly repair the engine, pull it away while it's still damaged. I mean, it'll still have low health, but it's probably a better chance of getting away with a functioning engine and then get out of there. So a little note there as to what you can do. I mean, it would be a bit of a ballsy thing, but you know, with the Sherman fighting smoke tower, it might be sort of workable. But the assault continues up here, bazookas coming for the building. They're about to collapse here. As everything the Germans have in the nearby vicinity is blasting away, and the Panzer command tank about to go down again. And there you go, they captured, died inside the church, no survivors. And the Germans took back the Panther. There you go, Panther cooked off. No survivors this time around. Nothing to be salvaged. Everything's just basically centering out here in a brutal contest of wills on the centre village. Very little sort of flanking action, so trying to outmaneuver their opponents. In particular, the Germans really have to focus around every single victory point. Now, interesting enough, we could have booby-trapped here, otherwise he's just keeping the Oberstleutnant nearby because, well, he suppose he can't afford anything else. The shed nearby, for example, can't be used. And there you go, the Majors moving in. Panzer and machine gun fire rakes the dusty and snowy ground. Looks like the bazooka's been dropped by the church. Artillery going in here versus the Oberstleutnant, who quickly vacate the premises and make a move there towards the Major. And the Major takes it straight in the face, and Dieter and Heinrich secures the point once more. But the Germans are barely holding on and over to Frank Sinatra. Both German forces low on infantry, low on armour.
Panzer Fusiliers assigned to the front.
More Panzer Fusiliers. He's not getting more Oberstleutnant. It seems he has more Panzer Fusiliers to rapidly replace any losses he's suffered, which certainly would indicate there's a slight desperation underpinning all of the Germans' movements at the moment. And if you can get enough munitions used with booby trap at this point, making it a bit easier to defend. Bunker going up here, but at the same time smoke going in. Good job there. To lead up for an assault. And no one's been recruiting that mortar. What a shame. There we go. More artillery. Elephant taking more hits. Command tank moving in. Looks like something got wrecked again. Jackson charging up to the south here with a second Jackson. Lots of Jackson action. Lots of 90 men going. There you go. Another command tank bites the dust. Another valiant Panzer commander wasted. Anti-tank guns rather caught in a vicious volley. The MG-34 still not secured. I mean, that's really a bit of a record. The Panzer Fusiliers with the American equipment are actually doing surprisingly well there. 28 kills. Oh, Jackson went down there. Underestimated the Pack 40. Maybe also a bit of the Elephant. Panther also ready to move in. Oh, yeah, they're about to lose another point again. We do see the Panzer Fusiliers counter-attacking, except there's a Sherman in the way. A bit more than the Panzer Fusiliers can deal on their own. The village is certainly a bit of a charnel house at the moment. Another building collapsing. A large part of it, in fact, has been leveled already. And certainly you can't tell anymore, there used to be a cemetery here. The northern part of the place has been leveled as well. Not a lot of buildings left standing on this map anymore. And there you go, the Sherman actually shoots many gems, allowing the Panther to close in. Also getting some good veterans, thanks to the veteran 2 on the Sherman here. Remember, the more veteran a unit is, the more you gain when you attack it. That should help the Panther actually level up faster and gain veterans and flee faster, which would definitely be of great help to that with a high rate of fire, more mobility. So there you go, abandoning it. And then quickly getting back, realising, oh dear, never mind. Sacrificing themselves to ensure the Sherman does not fall into German hands. Artillery there, Jackson moving in. More artillery strikes. And Raven about to get wiped out. I mean, just utter carnage. And again, another assault going towards the north. The Americans are getting better now, dragging towards the north again. They're really sort of getting desperate to get those points wiped and further drain down the Germans. So this is certainly turning into a bit of meat ground here. And the Panther coming under fire from Jackson and the Sherman. Close to Veteran 3, they're very close. And there we go, Veteran 3. Panther on fire. I mean, oh, there we go! Blitzkrieg, vorwärts! Strike down the American Schweinhund! Charging forwards there, madly, might even get the captain there on retreat as well, with the MG just pouring bullets into him. No, the Jackson gets in the way. Never mind, the sacrifice wasn't of much worth, and there you go, both the captain and the Jackson went into flames. And now the Panthers are getting closer to Veteran 4, which would mean actually increased range and more accuracy. Elephant somehow managed to reach Veteran 2, but taking heavy artillery fire there. And the crew quite the headache. Is everyone alright? I don't know, who am I? You're Dieter, you're the gunner. Oh, okay. Not looking good there for the Elephant. Ravni getting absolutely shredded in front of Veteran 3 MG42.
Headquarters advised. Panzer Fusiliers are ready for action.
The two armoured divisions continue to hammer away at each other.
Time for action.
Likely another Panther could be summoned up here. He could also consider getting a Sturmpanzer 4 or Sturmtiger. And so I'm a bit surprised. I mean, he's just getting command tanks and elephants. He might want to consider something else. Maybe taking up and getting, say, a Flak Panzer 4 or even getting a Sturmpanzer 4 or a Panther himself. Points are certainly not looking in the German favour. Oh, demo charge! Most of the unit there gone in one horrid explosion. Looks like someone finally got the MG34 back. And back here to Chuck Norris, who's got very little himself left. Though he's very fond of his captains, though it would seem like that unit's about to run out of captains. Another Panzer fast. Looks like that wasn't a dud. And looks like, oh dear, an American made off with the MG34 in the end. The Americans have been rather dry, which could give the Germans the amount they actually need to sort of hold out.
Sherman ready.
In particular with the Veteran 4 Orbital Dardan and an MG34 Veteran 3. Bit of lack in serious anti-infantry there from the Americans, which should allow the infantry to move forward with the punch strikes. Ow! Hell, nice right there from the Howards, almost wiping out the entire infantry assault there in one go. That was quite devastating. And there goes smoke going off there, Rifle going to make their way forwards. And now looks like an armoured assault going in again, whatever can be mustered though. Going for the fuel point again. So there's now less emphasis there since of course they also got this one. Jackson's moving forward, and there we go. Panther could reach Veteran 4. There we go, Veteran 4 reached. Jackson's running away. Panther taking quite a bit of damage, Sherman also moving forwards. Rifleman, and dead. Absolute chaos here, the Panther getting hunted down. Certainly can't really get much out of their Veteran 4 despite having the range. It doesn't quite have the range in between, so make any use of it. Sherman down, Panther barely alive. Closing in on Veteran 5 though. Pulling back into the base. And the Jacksons continue. We see high velocity armor piercing rounds going up. And there we go. The Veteran 4 Panther is kaput. Veteran 2 for the Jackson. A daring raid straight into the heart here of the 2nd Panzer Division, resulting in the total annihilation of a Veteran Panther crew.
The capture point is being overrun.
A loss they will not easily recover from at this stage of the fight. And the Elephant's been lost as well, so basically the Germans just went down to 0 armor. And Redmenace has no easy method of actually replenishing it, due to the fact, again, he's been relying largely on Collins. And rather expensive ones at that too. That was quite the bashing there delivered. Still no attempt from the Germans to actually salvage some of all this equipment lying about for extra fuel. I mean, they can actually gain a bit of fuel that way, actually, maybe 20 to 30 all in all. Looks like the 2nd Panzer Division's assault here is slowly losing all strength. Or is there a chance of victory still? Since the Americans' infantry is not exactly looking too good either. Ow! Got him! That was just horrible! The entire Panzer Fusilier unit just wiped out. I mean, there's just Panzer Fusilier everywhere.
Crowds are sniffing around our asses. Tactical.
Jackson's getting made operational.
Crew just got wiped out.
Looks like a gun crew got him. Now he's just getting lots of 50 calibers there, Mr. Chuck Norris. Over to Kyouma, who's not exactly got a lot of infantry left himself. Massive artillery strike coming down here. With both sides are barely holding on. Just punching away each other. With the little strength that can be mustered. At Howter's definitely earned itself in. Actually got 3 vehicle kills.
Incoming fire!
Ooh, damaged engine. Small infantry force being sent up. Captain arriving as well. The ambulance moving in, of all things. The ambulance. That should indicate some desperation when they're sending an ambulance to do the work. And another Panther, another faithful Panther, pushed forwards to the front line. Another captain went down. Starting to wonder if Chuck Norris might have had an issue when he was in the army with a captain, but he kept getting killed. The lieutenant holding up here in the ditch. That's an improvised trench here, and there we go. Infantry charging in, Panther joined rifle grenades. Chaos. Looks like he's very intent on getting that Jackson. But looks like, oh, the Foster's managed to kill the main gun. That should make things easy for the Panther. And it's abandoned! It's abandoned! They could re-secure it. No. He decided against it. I mean, hell, sort of thing. I mean, he could also just, you know, salvage it. Here's the thing, though. You get more from abandoned vehicles than you get from wrecked vehicles. So that was a bit of a waste. Even if he wasn't intending to recruit, he could just, you know, salvage it for extra fuel. Another command tank. Another artillery strike. We're just seeing another Panzer Fusilier unit wiped out. Meanwhile, the Panther makes a direct assault here. Armpit rounds up again. Panther taking quite a bit of damage. Down to half health already. And apparently the Luftwaffe. Panther though went down. Command tank moving in. Just carnage. And an ambulance left behind then, apparently a bit stuck. More armour being rolled out here from the 2nd Armoured Division. Another artillery strike going in there straight on the ND-42. Looks like we make it out in time. Almost. Rather crazy fighting we're seeing.
Looks like we're getting into the excitement.
The German front line is now rather tenuously held by whatever can be scraped together. Mostly a bit of infantry here and there. Granted, the Americans are also suffering from infantry issues, though they are rather able to quickly give them a lot of guns. And there goes Kyouma flanking in. Another unit down. Kyouma's got practically no infantry. I mean, now the fighting's basically settling for the victory point. The Germans can't afford much more drain there. They have to push in everything, and that's making them a bit reckless, which overall should give the Americans a good chance of causing a few more kills as long as they handle this correctly. But so far, looks like he's actually giving the Germans some extra chance of doing some damage. Looks like another ambulance abandoned. Finding where the pistols. There we go, the Volkskriegs wiped out. One hell of a grenade there. Panzer coming straight in. Medics hanging back here. Looking cool with their pistols. Getting off a few shots there. Are we supposed to be shooting? I don't know, just shoot. Still Pioneers built practically dead. Back to Redmenace. Probably the player with the most infantry left at the moment. The church is no more. Now there's just basically one in the village proper that's standing. The outskirts are not looking too good either anymore. "32 points left. Can the Germans turn this around?" He's actually got everything ticked up. He's not building a single structure. I can't help but feel that's a bit of a miss and a bit of a waste of resources, to be honest. At the very least, he probably could have gotten a Panther a lot earlier, I think, and, you know, pushed forward towards his opponent, or just gotten a bunch of regular Panzer IVs. Definitely feels like Redmenace might have been underperforming this fight. And this ambulance really isn't looking very safe.
25 points remaining.
25 points left. Kennedy's caught wiped out. Another light machine gun left behind. Pack 40 crew not doing too well, and there we go. More Jackson charging forward. Artillery striking as well. There you go. Command tank, but the Jackson coming under fire here. Oh, there we go. Sherman got it out. Command tank failed to penetrate the armor. Another reckless assault here going in from Faction Natra with a bit of support from Redmenace. Getting the ambulance finally. Panzer IV wiped out. Panzer IV is taking punishing casualties. Grenades being exchanged. Another command tank. Seems like he's just spamming them now mindlessly without having much chance of actually doing anything decisively. Now I just need to rush forward to take that last point here. And that could very well be it for the Germans. Panzer is making the way forward. And there we go. Now the Sherman down, but they go Victor Pocket, and there go GG, GG. Veteran 3 for the Jackson. And game over here, a very, very brutal 2 versus 2. Rather petered out a bit here in the middle, sort of late game with just basically head-on assault through the rest sort of proceeding in the late game. Things did shift out a bit, and we saw sort of more flanking action again, but some rather interesting fighting here. And, well, in the end, I mean, Redmenace really didn't manage to do as much there compared to Frank Sinatra. And I feel like, you know, again, the choice of elephant and base just spamming in command tanks in the longer run really was a poor choice and a poor strategy, which all allowed the Americans sort of overwhelm them. So that was definitely a bit of a problem, I would say. sort of put it mildly. At the same time, I mean, the Americans were rather close to losing because, again, they just kept throwing everything they had in a sort of a head-on assault here towards the center. There was very little flanking, very little sort of attempt at sort of striking elsewhere. I mean, again, they knew where the Schreier Panzer Corps was. They could easily have made a few rushes here to sort of knock it out and deny the Germans further Panzers easily. But again, they rather did. Instead, again, it's sort of resulting just head-on bash assaults. There's only barely that tactic and strategy paid off. It was only, again, because Redmenace probably opted for an elephant, which really isn't very good in the village, which is where he kept it, that they rather broke through, and suddenly also the Germans could also flank here a bit more. I mean, overall, this was a fight sort of characterized by a bit of a lack of maneuver and sort of just headstrong attacks in that regard, you know. And that's also, I think, where Chuck Norris had a mistake. There again, you know, he's gone for mechanized. That's a maneuver unit, or a doctrine, not a head-on assault unit. That was rather more what Kyouma, though, did realise that's what infantry's for, part of the artillery and all that, so he did better in that regard. Chuck Norris, I think, should have stuck to the flanks there, sort of drawing off the Germans in smaller forces, wiping them out, maybe using a few more mechanized half-track assault groups, sort of cause a bit of havoc here and there as well. I think that could have done him much better, but that was really just an absolute meat grinder of a fight here. I think we pretty much saw almost 1,000 men dying in this fight. That's definitely a horrible battle here with numerous tanks as well lost. Certainly quite a few Shermans, so in that regard I'm sure it's accurate historically, this little battle. And certainly the village itself could also wipe. But again, you know, maneuver is important even in a team game, and certainly to a certain extent. I do feel a lot of team games still have a slight tendency of basically just boiling down to just someone bashing the head into a wall, and then whoever sort of gets a concussion and passes out first loses. But rather, there was some, you know, efforts there maneuvering in the late game. That's great. And again, you know, that was also to a certain extent probably what won the Americans. In that way, they could draw a smaller force towards that and wipe them up, which was more to their advantage. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. If you did want to subscribe to your friends, share it with everyone. If not, you know, send in a replay or provide some feedback in the comments. This is Imperial Dane saying cheers.